Chael Sonnen does not approve of Jon Jones and Daniel Cormier squashing their beef. As most of you know, last week Jon reached out to DC via Twitter and said he's totally fine with DC commentating his upcoming fight against Ciryl Gane. DC replied saying that he didn't need approval, however he appreciated that Jon trusted him not to be biased. Chael on his YouTube channel went on to say Daniel Cormier and Jon Jones, one of the great rivalries. They've decided apparently that they're going to make up. I don't know that I would ever root for somebody not to make up, but I gotta tell you, I didn't want them to make up. I like that rivalry. From Jon's perspective, we didn't get the fight we anticipated, that we waited 3 years for. We didn't get that next fight we thought would happen, and now you want to make nice with the announcer? What bothers me is why. There's obviously no sincerity in it. The fighter is so worried that in less than a month, a commentator might say something shrewd about him, that he would like to get in front of it and make sure it never gets said. That one little piece we could have found interesting, the little bit of back and forth between the announcer and fighter. They insincerely squashed it 3 weeks before. Aljamain Sterling advises Michael Chandler to put together his fight IQ ahead of the fight with Conor McGregor. Aljo says with the way Chandler has been fighting, he's putting his brain cells on the line.
I think Chandler has all the tools in the world to become a UFC champion, but he has to put together his fight IQ and figure out, does he want to be the entertainer or does he want to win, make even more money by becoming the champion, getting those pay-per-view points? And again, I don't know if he has a special contract where he is getting pay-per-view points already. He might already get that, and that's probably why he doesn't care. But if he doesn't, go out there and get the belt, because at the end of the day, that's a legacy that they can never take away from you. Yeah, they can never take away that you are one of the most entertaining guys ever, but how many more fights can you do? Keep putting your brain cells on the line. Let's call it what it is. You're putting your brain cells on the line. You're taking time away that could be spent with your kids and your family, just to go out there and entertain. And they're like, yes, that's part of the job, but your job is also to come back home a winner as much and as often as you can. And I think when you look at it like that, you kind of get things put in a bit more of a perspective outlook for you, and in the positive fashion. I mean, I guess it depends on your perspective. Glass half full, right? If Chandler's goal is I want to make as much money as possible just by entertaining, hey, that's cool. But if you want to be remembered as one of the best guys to ever do it, not the guy who's just, he was so good. Like, you don't want people telling stories about you around the fire pit. Yeah, that Michael Chandler guy was so damn good. You know, he could have been this, that, maybe even a two-weight champ, but he just wouldn't get out of his own way. He just liked to put on entertaining fights, and he would just go crazy and just do crazy stuff, fighting with his hands down. Had so much heart. He's so tough. If that's the story you want, if that's the campfire story you want to tell people for the next few generations, that's cool. It's all perspective. At the end of the day, I feel like as a guy who wrestled, you have a hunger to want to stand on top of the podium, because that's why we wrestle. We always want to be the NCAA champion. I'm not saying go out there and be boring, but I am saying use your MMA skill set. Use everything. Use your grappling. Use your striking. Be entertaining, but mix in the wrestling when you have to. Circle when you need to. Put your hands up. Put your hands down when appropriate. If you want to showboat, do some gamesmanship, cool. But there's a place and time for everything, depending on your perspective and what you want out of this few more fights that you have for your career.
Yesterday, Islam Makhachev sent a message out to his fans. On Twitter, he wrote, "Who is next?" Dustin Poirier replied saying, "What's up?" And Alexander Volkanovski quote tweeted it. He wrote, "Let's run it back and give the people what they want." Sean O'Malley and Tim Welch on the Timbo Sugar Show give their takes on what's next for both Alexander Volkanovski and Islam Makhachev. They also give their predictions for the potential fight between Volk and Yair Rodriguez.
A couple things, where do you want to go? Where do you want to start? Should we start with Yair versus fucking Volk as potentially the next big fight at 145? I'm geeking off this caffeine, mate.
I mean, yeah, we might as well. I wonder if Islam's like, I don't want to fight that again. Or if he's like, I didn't have Habib there. I maybe didn't take him as serious as I should, so maybe he wants it again.
No, yeah, well, maybe, I guess, but I doubt that. I mean, he's probably like, yeah, I'll be all right not doing that one he did.
Yeah, and now Volk felt his power, felt that he can get up when he gets taken down, so maybe Volk will let it loose on the feet a little bit more.
Yeah, interesting. But I honestly would rather see Yair versus Volk than Volk-Islam rematch. That's what I'd rather see. There's certain people that there's just no one like him. Like Yair's his own style. I feel like I have my own style. There's certain people you just can't emulate. Yair's is like one of those motherfuckers. Like how do you? It's gonna be sweet, but I don't know. Volk's so
good.
He can go in there and make it look easy somehow. You know what I mean?
It's crazy how good he is too. He's short. He's short, but he's got so many little tricks and little feints to start off his combo. He's so skilled.
Fast.
And he's such a dense little brick.
The
I'm
best
curious-
cardio ever.
Yeah.
Gotta be hands down.
I'm curious to how him and Yair would go.
Yeah, I think it's a super interesting matchup, and I'm excited for that one.
Earlier this week, Ciryl Gane stated that he's lazy and doesn't train unless he has a fight booked. Jon Jones responded to this and says that he doesn't buy it. Ciryl Gane said, "I'm lazy. That's the truth. I only train when a fight is announced. I had my fight against Tai Tuivasa, barely trained since then, and now I'm back at it since the Jon Jones fight has been announced." Jon Jones quote tweeted ESPN. He wrote, "I smell a trap. Either way, doesn't matter. I'm training my ass off." Alexander Volkanovski posted video of his baby's gender reveal to his Instagram.
Alright, so I guess you all know what that is. Baby Volk number 3 is. Let's see how it goes. Alright, so what's it gonna be? What do you reckon it's gonna be?
I think it's gonna be boy. Yes.
Girl?
Girl? I wanna do it. We're gonna go girl. I say girl.
I mean, obviously we're happy. We're obviously happy with whatever.
Yeah, it's gonna be
But
girl.
2 girls and then a boy, yeah, it makes sense, right? Let's see how we go.
I want it to be, I think it's a girl because I see some pink in the blue.
Alright, so you girls ready?
Yes.
Alright, who wants to count?
Me.
Okay, both of us count.
3, 1.
So a chat has been leaked between boxing promoter Tolya Sulyanov and Ali Abdelaziz. Ali in the chat is saying that Francis Ngannou wants $30 million for a single fight. Here's the screenshot. You can see Ali saying he's my friend, but I don't manage him. Sulyanov replies saying, "Yes, I know you are friends." Ali replied he wants to make $30 million. He said Ngannou wants to make $30 million from one fight, and Ali replied yes. Do you guys think $30 million is too much, or do you think Francis deserves it? Post your opinions in the comments. And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post future ones. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's from Ghost Diaz. Is Anthony, I'm not one to judge. I don't like your attitude. You're getting what you deserve. MMA community, pretty sure that's judging. The second one's from No Longer Blocked. It says, if I saw Jones and Cormier getting a beer, I'd know we're living in a simulation. And the final one says that Kane clip is so wholesome. Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured on the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. If you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen to get caught up. And make sure to go subscribe to our second channel where we post our exclusive MMA interviews.